My name is Terry. I will do anything for a buck mince. I will drive 20 miles out of my way to save $4 on cheese. I will search the web for hours, hoping to find those cheap $5 Christmas lights for $1 less. I will drive around and around looking for free parking until I'm late for an event or missed it completely. I will go to a fertility doctor in Chinatown that speaks absolutely no English whatsoever, not because he's a good doctor, but because he'll give you 2 inseminations for the price of 1. And over the years, I've taken any crazy job offered to me, no matter the pay. $50, $30, $10. Yes, I'll do it. More money for the Terry Fund. I've had over 60 jobs in 40 years. Is it because I'm thrifty, have no pride, like the risk, the challenge, the drama, don't know the word no, compulsively saving for fear of being homeless? Or maybe I'm just doing my part, taking the jobs nobody else wants. Like being a geisha girl at an exclusive Japanese men's club where I had to sit on a tiny mushroom stool 8 hours a night in a tight kimono and full geisha makeup, forcing myself to smile and pretend like I was enjoying lighting the cigarettes and refilling the drinks for creepy Japanese businessmen, because if you smiled and didn't talk, you got $3 an hour more. Or as a gypsy cab driver in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn in the 70s. Not only was I the only white person driving an unmarked cab in Bed-Stuy at the time, I was the only woman. 12-hour shifts and a little scary, but those $2 tips added up. Or the time I was a teenage dominatrix fulfilling sadomasochistic fantasies like kicking tiny men in the head for $10 an hour. Working for a mobbed-up porn company in the 80s, not only selling the porn, but coming up with the porn titles. The Sperminator is the one I'm most proud of. It won several awards. As the nanny for self-absorbed Beverly Hills gazillionaires who would make me watch their children even when I was very sick with 104 fever and they were home anyway, because God forbid they could watch their own goddamn babies. Being an unlicensed masseuse for several horny men and one freaky woman who would all of them masturbate as I massaged them, but that was like $25 an hour. As the phone sex operator, movie extra, telephone solicitor, debt collector, personal assistant, house cleaner, waiter, bartender, file clerk, receptionist, cook, cashier, swim instructor, and the list goes on and on and on. And after each job, I said never again. And my family said never again. And my friend said, Terry, come on, never again. But somehow there was always an again. Each job brought the hope that maybe this was the one. This one will put me on top. But a few years back, I suddenly stopped taking on new jobs. Was it because I was getting old, fearful, lazy, finally saved enough money? No. It stopped when I started producing a storytelling show like this one in New York called Word. And I finally found my passion, my calling. Entertaining you people filled the void. And I was done with desperate jobs. This was it. And I'm doing it for nothing. But then a few months ago, our venue, where we ran for over 6 years, suddenly closed down, and with it, the show. And I spiraled into a deep, deep depression. but I decided that I'd rather be sad and catatonic in better weather, so I flew out here to Los Angeles. A few weeks later, I got an intriguing phone call promising me $150 for just a couple of hours of my time and opinions. And I felt that old, familiar, exciting rush of adrenaline coming back to me. And the next thing I know, I was in my car, driving for over 2 hours in rush hour traffic in the pouring rain from Topanga Canyon to Burbank. I parked 5 long blocks away, and I ran through a torrential downpour without an umbrella, because who the hell has an umbrella in sunny California where it never supposedly rains? I sit for 90 minutes in a freezing cold waiting room with my bad back in a bad chair under bad fluorescent lighting, because I was told the first one to arrive gets an extra $50. And I am. So I'm okay with this hell. An attendant ushers me into a room filled with wires and equipment where they attach 48 electrodes to my head and 22 more to my wrist and fingers. And I'm still soaking wet from the rain, so I'm thinking this is where it ends, death by electrocution. They sit me in front of a screen like 12 inches from my face and force me to watch over 150 30-second clips of completely random things, from the movie American Sniper, to a baby laughing, to the TV show The Office, to some guy juggling empty water bottles, to my favorite show Black Mirror, to some guy who yells out the word salmon and then hits the sidewalk and pretends to swim like a fish. And yes, if you're wondering, I did feel like Malcolm McDowell in A Clockwork Orange. There were 9 others also in the room, wired up with electrodes, but they were getting $50 less than me because they were late losers. After the videos, we were each given 1 Hershey's Kiss, God knows why, and asked to take a 10-page written test on what our favorite videos were, our least favorite, and why. And who the hell can remember? There were almost 200 of them. After the test, a facilitator came in the room and to lead a discussion about the videos, and she started with me. Terry, why don't you tell us what your top 3 favorite videos were? All right, well, that's easy. American Sniper, The Office, and Black Mirror, because all the other stuff was too stupid, ridiculous, unprofessional garbage, the kind of stuff you would see on Facebook and quickly fast forward through or delete. Next up was Margie. She said her favorite video was the laughing baby. What? The laughing baby? Well, Margie's a mom, she has kids, so I decided to give her a pass and ignore my irritation. Then they went around the room, and each person was like, oh yeah, the laughing baby was my fave. Oh my God, laughing baby, that one was so good. Laughing baby was great. Laughing baby, laughing baby, laughing baby. Who are these idiots? What Kool-Aid have they been drinking? How can they pick some random clip of a laughing baby over an Emmy award-winning TV show like The Office or an Oscar-nominated movie like American Sniper? Tony, the single guy in his 30s, said, man, I could watch that laughing baby all night long. Well, I'm thinking Tony's either a pedophile or just a complete uneducated moron. And I couldn't help myself. I stood up and I confronted him. Tony, how can you say the laughing baby is better than The Office? And he says, same thing to me. And Margie Margie says, yeah, Terry, it's like the same thing. And I'm like, how is it the same thing? The Office has a team of writers that write and rewrite the show and actors that rehearse and memorize dialogue. And the facilitator says, Terry, are you trying to tell us that The Office is better than The Laughing Baby because it costs more money to make? What? Oh my God, who is this woman? It's like I'm in the movie Idiocracy. No! No! I had to refrain from saying, you idiot. No! The Office is about something. There's a story. There's a beginning, a middle, and end. We care about the characters. There's content, a moral, a lesson, laughs. The Laughing Baby has no story. Who's the baby? Why is it laughing? Why do we fucking care? From that moment on, I felt like everyone in the room was against me. They all said they could come home and watch The Laughing Baby over and over and over and over again. I was disgusted. I not only wanted to blow my brains out, but theirs as well. Then the facilitator leaves the room for like 5 minutes, and she comes back and makes an announcement. Hey everybody, I have some fantastic news. We'd love for you all to stay an extra 15 minutes for an extra $100. Except for you, Terry, you can leave. Me? Me? Why do I have to leave? I'm the only one in this room with a brain. Thank you, Terry. You can pick up your check out front. I wanted that $100 so bad. I like babies too. I have a niece who's a baby. Thank you, Terry. As I was escorted out, I heard whispers of baby hater going around the room. And maybe they were right. Maybe I am a baby hater. Maybe it stems from all those screaming baby billionaires I had to take care of. Or maybe I was just bitter because all those discounted inseminations didn't take. I grabbed my check, ran to my car, noticed the time, and what was supposed to take just a couple of hours of my time took over 10 hours. And I said to myself, never again, Terry. Never again.